Let's move on. Let's move on to overseas and our good friends, the Bullet Club, more specifically the Bullet Club Elite. And ever since the summer, the rumors have started that they're going to jump ship and head to WWE. And for the most part, people have said that it's not going to happen. But recently, I think things have really changed. Mm-hmm. And this could actually happen. You're talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling. They have a new regime there. All the management there is new and have no experience with wrestling. And that has caused a huge drop in morale in New Japan Pro Wrestling, not just with the Bullet Club Elite, with everybody there. Then there was a tweet by Cody, a little cryptic tweet saying now this could be the final time the Bullet Club are together. And it was deleted. You have the last 2 episodes of Being the Elite, where they are hinting and putting notes in there. I don't know if you saw this. 2 weeks ago, the episode was called TikTok.
Yeah.
And the Young Bucks are in a room, or I think it was Matt. Matt Jackson was in the room doing DDP yoga, and you hear the clock ticking. And he goes to his phone, and it's a countdown to the end of his contract. Then you have Hangman Page, who this was the first episode since All In. So he gets a brand new pair of boots, and in there is a note saying, if you want to be an assassin, you have to be more cerebral.
The ostrich boots.
Right. And signed by H. This past episode, you have Kenny Omega getting notes under his door at his hotel room. And it's saying, if you're looking for more, come to the Rumble as entry number 4. And if you're looking for a better payday, why not a match with AJ? Yeah. And then you have the news of Hangman Page turning down a WWE offer. So maybe he turns it down for now until he knows what everyone else is doing, because Cody has said they're going to do it as a group. Shoot or work, Bullet Club Elite will be in the WWE in 2019.
I'm going to say shoot, and I'm going to tell you why. We already mentioned the issues with New Japan as far as the morale and things of that nature, which certainly would affect anybody's decision. And that's number 1. Number 2 is the fact that if you're going to try to compete with the WWE on a professional level and try to attract people from their fan base, the Bullet Club can't do that by themselves. They need people to feud with. And Okada is great. He's a big star in Japan. He's probably the biggest guy in comparison to when you take the Bullet Club out. Would you agree with that?
In New Japan?
Yeah, in New Japan.
Yes.
Yeah. Even in Ring of Honor, he'd be a bigger draw when you take out the Bullet Club than anybody else on either of the rosters.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Certain
either him or Naito.
Yeah. So the Bullet Club needs somebody to feud with, and whether it's Ring of Honor or whether it's New Japan, there just aren't established stars that people are going to connect with. Where now, okay, these people will watch that product versus the WWE. And, there's a lot of good wrestlers, but it's just not going to happen. So if they're passionate about competing with the WWE, they're going to other stars are going to have to be established and created there, and I just don't see that happening. Did you see this morning Seth Rollins did a Q&A yesterday, and someone asked him, the best in the world.
Right. Someone asked him who he wants to wrestle in a match with that's not in the WWE, and he mentioned Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega tweeted this out on his personal Twitter, and he would love to have the match. Problem is, he's in New Japan and Seth is in WWE. You also have the relationship that the Elite already have with the New Day. And I think people are going to cringe when I say this, but I would love to see a 6-man tag between Omega and the Bucks and the New Day.
People shouldn't cringe. That'd be a great match.
It would, but if you say, oh, the Elite are coming, and you're thinking of all the matches, the New Day versus the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega is probably not the first that comes to mind. Yeah. But if you establish that, let's say they go straight to SmackDown. They don't go to NXT at all.
They shouldn't.
The Bucks, I think, should. The Bucks should, Omega shouldn't. But I'll go to that in a little bit. But say they go to SmackDown, and now you have the New Day versus Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks be the first feud for the Elite. Why not? People, you could start them, you can establish the Elite to the people that don't know who they are, because a lot of WWE fans still don't know who these guys are. A lot of the diehard wrestling fans obviously know who they are. There's, 1 million subscribers on Being the Elite. There's, New Japan Pro Wrestling is exceeding in popularity and Ring of Honor and all that stuff. So people know who they are, just not the casual wrestling fan. This would be a great way to get them, and the New Day could put them over, and it won't really affect them as much. I would love to see that be their first feud.
If you like this segment of the Squared Circle Psycho Babble, why not listen to the full podcast by clicking the video on the screen right now? And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review wherever podcasts are available. If you want to see more videos of the Squared Circle Psycho Babble, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell for notifications.